Hello, welcome to Invictus Motors. My name is Basheer Zaheer. Today we've got a Mercedes C63. This isn't technically a C63, it's actually a 4-litre V8 bi-turbo, but it is known as the C63 because, as you would know, the earlier Mercedes performance cars, these were in some ways their flagship cars, the C63s. I'm sure they were your dream cars if this is what you're looking at, but they were certainly my dream cars. That extra bit of performance from a displacement point of view, that gap between the 4-litre and the 6.3-litre is covered by the fact these are twin turbocharged. They're no longer naturally aspirated, but it doesn't mean they don't sound as wonderful as the C63s. As a matter of fact, the turbocharged element has their own characteristics, and they also sound wonderful even just from the get-go without you actually applying any throttle whatsoever. Underneath the bonnet, which I'd like to open up, is the handcrafted engine made with love by real people in Germany. Underneath is the handcrafted engine that has been signed off by Mr. Ramesh. You see his signature up there in the metal. And what it produces is absolutely staggering. This 4-litre twin turbocharged engine produces 476 brake horsepower, a phenomenal 650 Newton meters of torque, and the 0 to 62 miles per hour possible in 4.2 seconds. And the top speed is, as a matter of fact, is electronically limited to 155 miles per hour. I really need to get behind that steering wheel to actually just feel the joy of what it's like to drive, what it sounds like, how it handles, and overall why this is the absolute perfection of an estate car. Now we're on to the inside of it immediately from the get-go. It's this sound that comes out of the engine. It's this sound that comes out of that engine, that is the engine exhaust system, that is just absolutely mesmerizing. This is the hallmark of what the Mercedes C63s were always known for. Obviously that and the performance of it. And the V8 engines are just so well known within the Mercedes world, or just outside of it. I mean, to the degree the new Aston Martin Vantages started to put the Mercedes V8 engines in them, and I think they made a great choice because they are extremely reliable, bulletproof engines, and just very well made, very well put together. I mean, we've been briefly through the performance figures of it, but I think there's no better way to actually talk about the performance side of it until we've actually just put it out on the road and put it through its paces. Maybe right now isn't the perfect ideal weather for it, especially as I want to put it through the gears and get an actual feel for its handling and just the preciseness of how well they're actually made. It's cold, damp, it's -4 degrees. It's a rear-wheel drive. I'll give it a go. Immediately from the get-go, gosh, it takes off, and that sounds, that burble is just incredible, lovely to listen to. And our videographer was just saying that at the dealership, I mean, amongst us having some exquisite cars, he's like, this is his dream car. And rightly so. Who can blame him for not picking this as his dream car? Because it's got everything you need. Performance, space, family car. It just ticks all the relevant boxes. So the 4-litre V8 turbocharged engine produces 476 brake horsepower, a staggering 650 Newton meters of torque, and the 0 to 62 miles per hour is possible in 4.2 seconds. That is quicker than the Porsche 911 991.1 Carrera S. this is also a very well looked after Mercedes C63. It's got a good low number of owners. The majority of the mileage has been all motorway mileage. And I must say, with that V8 engine in this, you could be doing, 200,000 miles as long as it's been regularly serviced and serviced to Mercedes standard. These cars will just keep on going. Let me actually start to put this in the sports mode. It's now in sports mode. So the sports suspension is kicked in as well. And the AMG performance brakes do a phenomenal job from a stopping power point of view. On the downshifts, God, how nice does it sound. It's got the 7-speed transmission from Mercedes as well. Combine that with the C63 4-litre turbocharged engine. It's a perfect recipe for success. And time again, Mercedes have done so well out of these cars, and the following, the kind of enthusiast base behind these cars is also staggering. I think they have a brilliant community of people that are enthusiasts, and they keep the love of these cars going, and hence why you've got a manufacturer like Mercedes who keep on improving these, cycle after cycle, variant after variant. Mercedes as a brand, they've always been known for the luxury cars they've made. This is, I guess, a great balance between a comfortable luxury car, but at the same time, once those settings have been activated, even the steering wheel, it going from a very soft steering wheel that doesn't really require much effort to a steering wheel that does indeed require effort, that does, it requires a bit of engagement from the driver. And you've got the paddle shift, the left side to go down a gear, the right side to go up a gear. And, from a luxury point of view, you've got the colored screen there for both your Bluetooth, music and telephone connectivity, and all the settings here to basically control that and get the most out of your Mercedes here. Aesthetically, the C63, just starting from the silhouette of it, just the lines in the front bonnet, you straight away know that this isn't just your standard estate Mercedes. This is the performance edition of the C63. You've got the lights, the upgraded lights, the 18-inch AMG 10-spoke alloys. The fact it's finished in the palladium silver color. You've got the V8 bi-turbo badging here. You've got the sport version of the side door mirrors, the side sills, the lines that run through the side of the doors, as well as the back where you've got the AMG exhaust system, and all these little touches gives it that very special sports-like characteristic, including the fact that you've got this big massive diffuser all the way at the back. In terms of the mechanical optional specifications, obviously the AMG C63 comes with the AMG ride control. This as an optional has the limited slip differential, and performance we've covered, the extra mechanical items we've covered, and aesthetically, this is absolutely stunning. And not to forget, this is an estate, a practical estate car. I mean, you can have your dogs here at the back. You can have, whatever furniture or whatever bits of equipment or tools or whatever it may be. You can have it all in here. Let's just get the cameraman onto the inside. Immediately, you're welcome with a flat bottom AMG Sport steering wheel. There's multifunctional. You've got that big, massive AMG screen. The Mercedes electronic colored screen. The AMG sports seats. You've got the buttons here on the side. From an ergonomic point of view, they're so easy to kind of just press these buttons and adjust them as you like. They've got the 4-way electronically lumbar support. They're also heated. The seats are also heated at the front. The side door mirrors on the outsides are electrically folding and closing. You've got all the various controls that you need to have from a dynamic point of view through here in terms of the response that you get from the engine, and also the transmission response can be adapted from there as well. So very easy to drive, and you've got all the extra things like the extended leather, the AMG sports seats, the extra bits there, the door panels on the inside has got that palladium stitching, with extended leather as well. And then on the back of this car, you've got the AMG carpets. This is to remind you this is a special car, and you've got the 3 seats layout. And what more could you want, especially in a car that's an estate car, practical family car? Performance, looks, and overall a phenomenal package of a family car. Now, in terms of service history and owner's history, this has a full Mercedes service history. The last service was only done circa 1,200 miles ago. The current owner has had this vehicle for about 5 years, and from brand new, including that current owner, it's got 3 owners from new. So the longest it's been kept in somebody's possession was the owner that part exchanged this, and he part exchanged this against a Porsche 718 GT4. What a way to upgrade to his next car. And I do want to say a massive thank you in advance for actually watching our video, and just don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment if you like, and see you in the next video.